2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hey guys, I can't wait to watch these two go at it again. It was an incredible battle first time round, and I think there'll be a few shots fired out here.
Yes, what lessons have they learned in defeat? If you learn lessons in defeat and can turn it into a victory, well, you never lost, did you? This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. And take us through the approach shot. It's not easy to run the ball onto the green.
It's not. Your approach shot has to come in high and soft with a lot of spin, as there's just not much depth to this green. Not much movement either, fairly flat, although there is a ridge that bisects this green in two. You want to make sure that you're on the correct side of that ridge to have a good opportunity to make the putt.
This one's for birdie. Well, that's a lovely way to get going. They've already started this event under par.
And that should calm whatever nerves is.
And after that hole, this player is currently tied at the top of the leaderboard alongside the ever-present Colin Morikawa. The second hole is a long par 3, old typical Redan style at 230 yards.
Yes, the green runs from right to left and chases away from the player on the tee. You can hit it short right and have it bounce on to the flag sticks that are on the right. However, when they're in the back left, you don't want to come up short and left in a low area. That'll leave a very difficult up and down.
And not a bad approach. He'll be putting. Setting up here with a very long putt.
This for back-to-back birdies.
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. This putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make.
He's got this for his par.
Yeah, he'll take that. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. It's time to check on the leaderboard. Rich, the first exposure to the famous lake here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge is the third.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side, you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
This one looks like it'll safely make the green. Oh, that's a lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the third. Yeah, they're good momentum makers, those ones. Good putt for birdie. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
Sadly, in the sand, but a chance to make up for the error. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. And after that hole, they currently lead in first place with Jon Rahm in second. The first of the par 5s, Rich, the fourth hole.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side that shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
This shot here from about 240 yards. Currently in the lead by a shot. focus solely on the green. This is a bold play. I know it hasn't come up exactly how they imagine in their mind, Rich, but you've got to like that play.
Needed to take a little less club on that approach.
And down it goes.
Love it. Nicely holed for eagle.
And let's have another look at that one.
Now look how they attacked this one.
Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. The 5th at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front 9, measuring just under 400 yards, Ridge. Placement off the tee, critical.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
This shot from the first cut of rough. Absolutely flushed. And he's down there. You got to read.
Setting up this putt 18 feet from the cup.
Ooh. Well, that's a bit disappointing. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Let's go to John Rahm.
He's currently in 2nd place, hoping to overtake the leader.
Fair effort. And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. Now we head to the famous par 5 6th, Rich. A lot of players are thinking birdie, maybe even eagle.
Out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Yeah, this is straight back into the breeze. Going to be a tough one.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
Looks like they're definitely going for it.
Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Well, it'd be nice to make this one. This one's for eagle. Oh, so close. No, that's a punish. Nothing worse than putting it off for green. Playing their 4th shot. Oh, that's incredible. He's sold it. And that will take him to 5 under. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Let's have a look at the 7th hole of par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
This one's left of the green.
Well, a little off the target with that one.
Not too sure what happened there. That's a very uncharacteristic mistake.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. What's in front of them, Henny?
This one will run uphill.
Oh, that's a clutch par. Here's Xander Schauffele. Well, that's incredible. And for birdie too. And that'll be a big boost to his standings on the leaderboard. And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. The par 4 8th, Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber's pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
This putt is about 19 feet in distance.
This is their look at birdie.
Oh, what an excellent time to make a big putt like that. And you bet their rival knows just what happened. Leading by 6 strokes after that one. Let's take a look at the final hole on the front 9, the 9th, and what a tough tee shot it is.
It is it ever. Players want to avoid the bunker down the left-hand side, so inevitably they push it out to the right-hand side, into the rough, into the trees. Now they've got really very little chance of reaching the green in 2. So this is probably the most difficult tee shot on this front 9, and one they have to find the fairway with.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Yeah, he's about 155 from this hole location.
This one might need to set. Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
Back-to-back birdies, move in the right direction there, Luke.
We'll now move over to John Rahm.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. As we step into the second 9 here, Rich, and the short par 4 10th.
Players have looked at this hole differently over the years. It used to be just a layup shy of that bunker down the right-hand side. But with a favorable wind, we're seeing a lot more players take out driver and take it over that bunker, leaving a very short second to a green that is slightly elevated.
Oh, you see that one bouncing around the branches like a pinball machine? Time for the second shot at the 10th. You like that, didn't you? Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Oh, just missed. Anytime you can make these putts, they'll certainly add up at the end of the day. Right on 8 feet. That's well holed. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 3rd, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
Playing this one about 130 yards out.
Wind's blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the one in here. No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Chance to move to 8 under here. It was on a good line. And that should secure the par on this one. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
He's sitting there just in 3rd place.
Here's Jon Rahm.
Wind moving the golf ball left to right.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. And now that finds him in 1st place. And the 12th hole, Rich, similar to the 4th hole. Arnold Palmer is really starting to mimic front and back nines.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds out to the right. You got to avoid both those bunkers there, both right and left. You find the fairway. Again, second shot slightly uphill to a green that sits above you. One of the big dangers here, though, is going long. That is a big no-no to miss it long on this 12th.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. And tidy looking shot, that one. Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
This has a real chance.
And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead. Now at -9 for the day. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's just a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side. Open up the angle for your second shot. And it's obvious you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side. Make a par. Pretty simple.
That could play. Oh, that one just missed the hole. And hitting yet another green here in regulation.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
Always nice to have a birdie putt. Oh, well played. And after that, they're currently in the lead, with Gary Woodland trailing in second. And this is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them. opting for the 5-iron. Oh my, right by the hole. That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
Bit too much club there, wasn't it?
Well, this would be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Let's return to live play now. This would be a great up and down. What touch, made it.
And a chip in, Luke, just what the doctor ordered.
Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
Well, Luke, I think he's found his distance.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Time now to play the second shot on the 15th hole. And choosing the 8-iron here. And here we are with the third shot. Ooh, that almost went down. And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
Trying to save par here.
That gets the job done.
Woo, that is some pretty good breathing room. Out in front by a bunch.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Yeah, that one will play. Rich, good chance to get at this green in 2.
Yes, this player's found the fairway, and now they've got the opportunity to knock this on in 2. Be wary of coming up short and left, obviously in the water, but don't be anxious to miss it out to the right, especially in that bunker that's over in the middle of the green on the right-hand side. That really can wreak havoc with the players. Try and find the green at all costs with this second shot.
We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Putting for a birdie with big wings.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
He's made it for eagle. Currently 13 under for the event.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
The par 3 17th, Rich, has got a wonderful atmosphere around it. Looks visually quite stunning, but my word, it's a brute.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
Nice shot, that. That should find the surface. This would be a great up and down from this spot. How close was that to going down? Let's see if you can make this and keep the par on the card.
Looks good.
Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
John Rahm getting ready for his next shot. First place, with Colin Morikawa in second. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. And a chance to ice the tournament here, holding the lead, playing the last. That tee shot looks pretty good. Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high calibre. They say drive for show, putt for dough, but that was plenty of show there. Opting for the 9-iron. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that. And this putt is for an astonishing score of 58.
Oh, that was so...
Oh, size them up for the red cardigan that Arnold Palmer made famous. You are the Arnold Palmer Invitational Champion. Congratulations.
And what a week it was. A fantastic victory. Sensational victory on arguably one of the tour's hardest golf courses. Way to go. Great win.
And Henny, that was some impressive play. To take down a rival of that calibre and to win the event, what a performance.
Yes, Luke, we doubted them, but they got the job done and they took down their hero. The rivalry is theirs and theirs alone, and they can boast about this on social media for, well, weeks now.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Players' Championship. Today's coverage is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Thank you so much, Luke. I am so happy that I have been put with these two players because they've been going back and forth at each other on social media leading up to this event. They seem to really have something to prove, a bone to pick with each other, and it'll all be settled out on the golf course today.
Well, it will be interesting to keep an eye on this one right throughout this event. Found the deep rough. This will take a big hack to get out here. Going with the 7. Will this one hang on and find the fairway? Or is it headed towards the rough? Yeah, didn't look too comfortable with the 7-iron there. And a par putt awaits him.
So far, so good.
Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
He's in a share of 3rd place. The first of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left. And if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Okay, phase 1 complete. You've got to make a good putt here. This putt is of 9 feet.
Fantastic play so far, setting this up for the eagle.
And the putt goes down. A nice display of resilience in the end.
Yeah, in the bunker off the tee. Great recovery.
Currently a couple under for the event.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short-iron shot.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's got some work to do. She's 2 strokes behind so far.
And back to the course with the live action. What an opportunity to make a birdie. This one's looking good. Super shot that.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone. Well, the 4th is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This 4th can be menacing, can't it?
Par 4, 384 yards from the back. A long snake-like bunker down the right-hand side to a cool little green with all sorts of movement on it. A very fun hole to play indeed. Yeah, that's just not going to work for him.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
Oh, that is flushed. Get on the green. Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
Just trickled off the fairway, but still in good shape.
Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt.
This for a birdie run.
It's tracking. Just didn't drop. And that should secure the par on this one. Now leading by 1 shot. All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth. A strong hole this one, isn't it?
Par 4, 471 yards to the back. Drive it out to the left-hand side to give yourself the best angle for your second shot into this long, thin green.
Well, that's a handy shot. Oh, that one's straight at the pipe.
He's looking for an early KO against Lydia after that. Wow, she's on the ropes and maybe down on the canvas if he continues.
Gee, talking about bursting out of the gates.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
Still in the lead now after that hole. The tee shot at the par 4 6th has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Like the look of this one. The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. Currently in first position. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7th.
Par 4, 451 yards, all sorts of danger down the left-hand side. Hit your tee shot out to the right. Second shot, find the green, 2-putt, and sprint to the tee on the 8th.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. This has eyes for the hole. And he holds it. What a putt. And that will move him to 6 under par. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no play long here.
That should set up another chance. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
18-footer here is what he's facing.
Oh, I like the look of this. And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass' Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple third shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
They've had a chat with the caddy, and they're going for it. This one's on.
Going with the 5-wood. Yeah, disappointing not to find the surface, Rich, but I like that play.
It was going to take 2 mighty lashes to get there. However, they've left themselves in prime position.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Sitting at 7 under, currently leading. Oh, that's a ripper. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. And let's have one more look at that shot.
Beautifully judged. Great tempo on this chip.
Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's 2 strokes behind her rival this week.
Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
Hang on, Henny. Is that a bit loose?
This is going to the pine straw. It's not too bad in there.
Oh, that's a tad disappointing, finding the branches there. Trying to get out of this pine straw here.
Yeah, this is lovely. The perfect wind swing. Nice and easy.
Putting for birdie. That's pretty tidy. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. Now 6 shots in front after that hole. There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
That's on the green, and you never know what could happen. Setting up here with a very long putt.
They're staring this down for eagle.
Come on, ball, don't deny him.
And down she goes, the long-range bomb. Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Now switching our focus. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Our leader is currently enjoying an 8-shot advantage. Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just a decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, the little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
That will drop, and it will extend the lead. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. And this is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Woo, back there, horsey. Okay, that'll work.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
Big chance here. A bit long on that one. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
And there it is. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. He sits in first position. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second 9 at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14.
Difficult tee shot on this playing some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway, and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot. But if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
A bit wild on approach there.
Hard to control the distance when you're coming out of the rough.
Wouldn't that have been nice? What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Go on, get in the hole. Ooh, right by the hole. Putting now for a bogey. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Well, that's a phenomenal performance. The lead is now out to 10 shots. Incredible. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Good shot there. It's a fairway finder for sure. And they're playing from about 140 yards out.
Puff of wind blowing right to left.
They've decided to club up.
Lovely effort, that. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie.
Looking great now.
Well, what a way to bounce back. Nice putt to hole.
And nice to have that cushion heading down the last few holes.
That shot so good, we need to have another look.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
That's heading into the rough, I think. To win the Players' Championship, you've got to run the gauntlet, Rich. Here we are with that big testing second shot at 16.
The water down the right-hand side is very obvious. What's not obvious are the grass bunkers on the left-hand side. You hit it in those, no guarantee of getting up and down. If you take on the green and find it, then you're almost guaranteed a birdie 4.
Putting for an eagle. Okay, steady now. Well, that was a phenomenal play. Almost an eagle. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Sitting at minus 13 for the tournament.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Chosen the pitchy wedge here. This one looks to be heading towards the green. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent. This putt about 11 feet in distance.
Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
Well done. Take the birdie. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Well, what a lovely position to be in, holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck. And if you find yourself in the fairway, Rich, at the final hole at TPC Sawgrass, you've obviously navigated a very tough shot. There's just one more to play.
There's one final test, the second shot at 18. Water ever so close to the left-hand side. Green has a lot of movement from back to front. Find the right level. Give yourself a decent opportunity to make birdie, but par, never a bad score at the 18th at TPC Sawgrass.
And if this chip drops, he'll win the event. Whew.
Nicely done. Good chip shot.
And he needs this to save par. And that'll do it, Rich. Players Champion. That's one of the elite wins in their career.
Winning the Players Championship, Luke, is easily as good as winning any major because the field quality is so amazing. This is going to speak volumes for this player and the career going forward. This is a heck of a win. I can't wait to see what they produce next.
And wow, what a rivalry that was. Let's recap some of the results. But it's a big thank you to Henny Koyak for bringing the magic on the ground today. What about what we saw, Henny?
No place I would rather be, Luke. What a day it was. Saw some wins, saw some losses. Overall, some great golf and a pleasure to be out here alongside you guys.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.